The brave little YouTuber. Hello and welcome to Intoxicated Masculinity. If it's Wednesday, we have a cocktail video coming at you today. As you can see by my less than Hawaiian shirt, we are done with Tiki in July. And we're moving on to August, where the heat just keeps coming and humidity just keeps coming, and I'm perfectly fine with that. So I thought in August, because it's an A month, we would talk about Amaros, because I like talking about Amaros. We're going to do a cocktail video this week and next week, and in the last 2 weeks we're going to do something a little bit different. But first, we're going to look to Brad Thomas Parsons, who I've talked about his books on the channel several times before, and I found one that I thought was really interesting. This is one of those times where I definitely have not sampled anything about this before doing the video, because I want to sort of present my opinions to you as they happen. There's something very, very unique about this cocktail, which you will see as we get into it. But it is basically an Amaro, a tequila-based Amaro cocktail. And I like tequila and I like Amaro, so I thought that would be a good thing. This cocktail was invented by Bobby Hugel at the Anvil Bar and Refuge in Houston, Texas, I think around 2010. It says in the book, they spent about a year developing the cocktail, and since 2010 has not left their menu. Given the creation, or given the way this cocktail is, I'm kind of surprised by that. I don't know. I don't want to put my personal biases in here. So a drink like this doesn't have a ton of history, so we don't have to talk about it. We can just be drinking, which is what we all really want to do, right? Okay, we're back and we have some ingredients. And as you can see, I have a wine glass sitting in front of me. And you're probably wondering, why does he have a wine glass sitting in front of him when we're getting ready to make a cocktail that is tequila based? Well, that's the funny thing about this cocktail. It is built in the glass, in this case a wine glass. It is not chilled in any way, shape, or form. This drink is served at room temperature. So, that being out of the way, we'll get started to toss some ingredients in here. I really have no idea how this cocktail is going to turn out. It's a very strange duck, but we'll do what we can. We're going to start off with our Angostura bitters. I'm going to toss in 3 dashes. There we go. Next, we're going to toss in a Barspoon of Grand Marnier. As you can see, as I'm building this, if somebody's interested in cocktails, you can kind of see why this would be interesting, because it does not sort of conform in many ways to what you would sort of expect to see in a cocktail recipe. Our Amaro is going to be Averna. We're going to toss in a ½ ounce of Averna. I really think this cocktail could be good, but it is very different. Next, they asked for a very specific mezcal. I don't have that. I'm just going to use the mezcal I have, which is Del Maguey Vida. We're going to toss in 1 ounce of our mezcal. And they asked for Siete Lagunas tequila. I don't have that one. I've had it before. I'm going to toss in El Tesoro because El Tesoro is fantastic. And we are going to toss in 1 ounce of that as well. All right, and finally we're going to toss in our Garnish. This specifically asks for an orange twist, but it requests a flamed orange twist. So, I'm going to give that a squeeze, drop right on in, and there you have the Brave. I have to say, just from somebody who makes a lot of cocktails for himself, the idea of just tossing your ingredients into a wine glass, it sounds a little crazy, but I'm up for anything, so we'll give it a try. The nose is really good. I'll say that. The Averna and the Mezcal work well together because it's sort of bitterness and smokiness, and they kind of have an interesting little coexistence. It's pretty good. Now I get it. This tastes like barbecue. It tastes like imagine like flame broiled. Like whenever you watch those Burger King commercials, like the flame broiled patties. This tastes like a flame broiled patty in the best way. That is such a... The thing that's weird about Amaros in general, and, well, I mean Averna, but all Amaros, really, there are a ton of ingredients. There are a ton of flavor profiles that are going on with Amaros. So a lot of times they can have a tendency to interact with spirits in ways that you wouldn't quite expect. And, like, this is good. This is a good cocktail. Because I would say the tequila and the Averna are tamping down the smokiest parts of the mezcal. Don't get me wrong, this is still smoky, still very smoky. But it's definitely not as smoky. And the other ingredients are pulling a little bit of the bitterness out of the Averna. It's really well balanced. I'm honestly having, I mean, obviously the mezcal is going to be front and center because it's mezcal. That's what mezcal does. But they just blend it, the flavors blend together really, really well. Yeah, I kind of, when I looked at the ingredients list, and this is why cocktails like this, I really do want to taste them for the first time on camera, because I think that, you know, if I'm making a Manhattan, I've had a Manhattan a million times. There's no reason to, you know, sort of do that on camera. But here, I think it's good that you guys can see my initial gut reactions. And I did not have high hopes for this thing, to be perfectly honest, but it's pretty good. I'm getting the Grand Marnier just a little bit. It's just there's kind of just a tiny bit of orange just around the outside of that thing. Yeah, believe it or not, the Brave, good cocktail. And on that bombshell, I want to thank everybody for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Have a good drink, and have a good day.
The Brave Little Toaster.
What's that from?